Okay, I've been sharing about creation, self-expression, and Eros, and how we truly need to step back and wait for the first movement of Eros to come, which is the feminine, the tone, what wants to move through you. Listen for how it wants to move and what wants to be created from you. And then once you listen, you take action and you create. So I've been talking about that on other videos, and I wanted to share what's been wanting to come through me. So before I get into it, I wanted to talk about how it is so true that if you don't have a hobby or you don't create anything, truly just step back and think about what you naturally loved as a child. And before you had any ideas of survival mode or you needed to have some career to support yourself, pay your bills, like get out of this scarcity, what did you naturally love and what were you naturally drawn to? Because that is a huge part of what you are going to create and what your passions might be. And I know in this day and age with like 9-to-5 jobs and office jobs, many of us don't have hobbies and we don't really create. You know, we work all day and get tired, and by that time we're like, oh, I had to work, I had to cook dinner, now I'm just tired, like I don't know what my hobbies are. I used to be there, like when someone asked me what I did in my free time, I would go blank. So going back to childhood, a natural passion of mine, something that had no connection to my family or how I was raised, this was a natural inclination, natural passion for me, is fashion. And my grandma would sew different things, and I had a little experience with that growing up. And then I took a sewing class in college. But since then, I have not done any sewing at all. And honestly, when I shop, I'll search and cannot find what I have in mind. So recently, I've been working a lot on embodiment and moving emotion through me somatically and just really focused on all of that. But something that naturally just came back up for me and I listened is sewing and creating for fashion. I'm still learning again. I kind of picked up probably where I left off. I never knew a ton of techniques or whatever. But so I'm not to the point where I'm making my own clothes, but I'm already buying fabrics. Let me tell you, I am diving headfirst. I have some really cool fabrics and ideas of what I want to create when I get to that skill level, but I'm starting with smaller stuff right now. But here's the first thing. I have a few different babies coming into my life. I'm going to be an aunt. My sister is having her first baby. And then two of my best friends, they already have babies. And then one's about to have her second baby and one wants to get pregnant again soon. So a lot of little babies in my life to share my love with. So here's something I've been making, these cute little bibs. So here's another one. Same design, the scallop pattern, but a different little handmade tie. And if you listen to my podcast, you know I love spirals. I talk about spirals a lot because when we are going through this earth experience, everything is moving in spirals, and we see the spiral pattern reflected in galaxies and seashells, and it's just how the pattern of creation works. And that's how our own evolution works too. Like we are going along the spiral, and eventually we'll get to a point in the spiral where we look back and what we thought we understood, we now see at a higher perspective. It's not that once understood is wrong. It's that there's more nuance. And that's one of the important things I've understood. I've come to learn is everything has so much nuance. We can't just flatten it. It's important we can think critically, we step back and we observe and really think about the nuance of a situation. So anyways, that is why I did this very cute little spiral, and it says, I love you so much. And I can't wait to give the new little babies in my life this beautiful bib. So this is gonna take me to part 3 of this, because I want to talk more about Eros, fashion, and frequency, and how when you hand make things with intention and love, how it truly makes a huge difference. So follow for part 3.